Welcome everyone. I'm excited to kick off today's presentation on R&D awareness and capacity building. This is the first slide, so I want to warmly welcome you all and briefly introduce what we'll be covering today. We'll explore how to enhance understanding and strengthen skills in research and development. We'll look at key strategies, challenges, and opportunities to build our collective capacity. So, let's get started and dive into this important topic together. So, on this slide, we're diving into what R&D actually is. R&D stands for research and development, and it's the backbone of innovation in many organizations. It involves exploring new ideas, testing concepts, and creating new products or services. Next, we'll look at the processes involved in R&D, how ideas are transformed into real-world solutions through structured phases. We also need to consider research ethics, which are crucial for ensuring our work is responsible, honest, and respectful of participants and society. Then, we'll touch on funding sources, because R&D projects often rely on various funding streams, whether internal budgets, grants, or partnerships. Lastly, we'll review some global best practices, what leading organizations around the world are doing to optimize their R&D efforts. All these points come together to give us a comprehensive view of how R&D fuels innovation and growth. Let's take a closer look at this slide and explore the key points. First, we see that understanding the core concepts is essential. It's not just about knowing what they are, but really grasping how they connect to the bigger picture. This helps us see the relevance and application in real-world scenarios. Next, I want to emphasize the importance of the connections between these points. When we link ideas together, it creates a clearer, more cohesive story, something that's crucial for effective communication and decision-making. Finally, as we move through this presentation, keep in mind that each of these elements ties back to our overall theme. Whether we're discussing strategies, processes, or insights, everything is interconnected. This interconnectedness is what makes the information meaningful and actionable. Let's start by exploring what R&D awareness really means. It's about developing a genuine interest and understanding of why research matters so much. When we talk about research, we're referring to the process that drives innovation and development across all sectors. By fostering awareness, we help individuals see how research contributes to creating new knowledge, advancing technology, and ultimately benefiting society as a whole. Now, moving on to capacity building. This is all about developing the skills, resources, and systems needed to conduct high-quality research. It's not just about individual skills, but also about strengthening the entire ecosystem, training researchers, improving infrastructure, providing necessary funding, and encouraging collaborations among institutions. Putting these two concepts together, R&D capacity building is about enhancing the ability of both individuals and organizations to effectively carry out, manage, and utilize research. When we invest in awareness and capacity building, we're empowering people and institutions to be more innovative, more efficient, and more impactful in their work. This is a crucial part of our overall goal to foster a strong research environment that drives progress and development. By understanding and strengthening these areas, we set the stage for sustainable innovation and societal growth. When we talk about innovation in companies, we're referring to the activities they undertake to develop new products and services. This is a crucial part of staying competitive and meeting market demands. Often, this activity is the very first step in the development process. It sets the foundation for what's to come. The main goal here is to bring these new offerings to market successfully, which ultimately helps boost the company's bottom line. Think of it as turning ideas into tangible products or services that can generate revenue. Now, what exactly is research and development, or R&D? Well, it's the process that fuels this entire cycle. It involves exploring new ideas, experimenting, and creating prototypes. R&D is all about pushing the boundaries of what's possible, and it plays a key role in innovation. By investing in R&D, companies can stay ahead of the curve, differentiate themselves from competitors, and continually bring fresh value to their customers. So, in essence, R&D is the engine behind many of the innovations that shape the future of businesses and markets alike. Let's talk about how companies across all sectors are continually engaged in R&D activities. These efforts are crucial for driving growth, whether it's through improving existing products or developing entirely new goods and services. You'll notice that industries like pharmaceuticals, semiconductors, and software or technology tend to invest the most in R&D. That's because innovation is fundamental to staying competitive in these rapidly evolving fields. The term R&D is often associated with innovation, not just in the private sector, but also in the public sector. It's a key way for companies to maintain their competitive edge. Without a solid R&D program, a company risks falling behind. In fact, if they don't innovate internally, they might have to look for alternatives, like mergers, acquisitions, or forming strategic partnerships to stay relevant. Through R&D, companies can design exciting new products and also enhance what they already offer. This continuous cycle of innovation helps them to adapt, grow, and ultimately survive in a competitive marketplace. So, in the bigger picture, R&D is an essential part of how companies foster long-term success and innovation-driven growth. Today, I want to talk about the idea behind establishing an R&D cell at the college level. The main goal here is to foster a culture of innovation, inquiry, and research excellence among both faculty and students. By setting up this kind of dedicated center, we create a supportive environment where research can thrive. It acts as a facilitating hub that promotes, coordinates, and monitors research activities throughout the institution. This means it helps to streamline efforts, encourage collaboration, and ensure that research initiatives are aligned with the college's overall goals. Ultimately, the R&D cell is about building a vibrant research ecosystem. It's essential for nurturing curiosity, encouraging new ideas, and elevating the college's academic and innovative reputation. This, in turn, benefits everyone, faculty, students, and the institution as a whole. Now, let's look at some key objectives and the rationale behind them. First, promoting a research culture is essential. This means fostering curiosity, creativity, and a scientific mindset among both faculty and students. When we cultivate these qualities, we create an environment where innovative ideas can flourish. Next, enhancing innovation and problem-solving is crucial. We want to encourage research-based solutions that address real-world challenges, especially those faced by our local community. This approach ensures our work remains relevant and impactful. Moving on, facilitating funding and collaborations plays a vital role. Connecting researchers with government bodies, industry partners, and international funding opportunities opens doors for resources and joint ventures, which are vital for advancing our research efforts. Building our institutional reputation is another key objective. By improving academic excellence, increasing publications, obtaining patents, and climbing national rankings like NAAC and NIRF, we strengthen our standing both nationally and internationally. Finally, developing skills and capacity is fundamental. Providing targeted training, mentorship, and resources helps our researchers conduct ethical, high-quality research. This not only boosts individual growth, but also ensures the overall integrity and excellence of our research environment. All these objectives are interconnected and contribute to creating a vibrant, innovative, and reputable research ecosystem that aligns with our broader mission. Now, let's look at the role of students in R&D first. It's important for students to participate in mini projects and internships. These hands-on experiences are crucial because they help develop practical skills and a deeper understanding of real-world challenges. Next, students should focus on developing an innovation-based learning mindset. This means being curious, open to new ideas, and willing to think outside the box. Learning research methods and proposal writing is also essential. These skills form the foundation for contributing meaningfully to research activities. Additionally, students should aim to present papers in seminars and conferences. Sharing their work not only builds confidence, but also integrates them into the broader research community. Now, shifting our focus to faculty roles in R&D, faculty members are there to guide and mentor student researchers, providing valuable insights and support throughout their projects. They also collaborate on interdisciplinary and funded projects, which broadens the scope and impact of research efforts. Furthermore, publishing in reputed journals helps establish credibility and disseminate knowledge. Lastly, promoting a research-oriented teaching approach encourages students to see research as a vital part of their academic journey. Overall, both students and faculty play interconnected roles in fostering a vibrant research environment that advances innovation and knowledge. When we talk about research, it's really about a systematic approach, starting from that initial idea, all the way through to actually implementing the project. It's important to understand that this process isn't random. It's carefully structured to ensure we maintain quality, uphold ethical standards, and foster innovation along the way. Introducing R&D processes means recognizing that research and development follow a set of organized steps. These steps help us turn a concept into a tangible outcome that's both reliable and impactful. By doing this systematically, we're not just creating new knowledge, we're also ensuring that our work is responsible, ethically sound, and open to new ideas. This structured approach is key to advancing our overall goals and making meaningful contributions in our field. Let's take a closer look at the key stages of the R&D process. First, we start with problem identification, where we recognize a research gap or a real-world issue that needs addressing. This step is crucial because it sets the foundation for our entire project. Next is the literature review, where we dive into existing research to understand what has already been done in the field, helping us avoid duplication and identify opportunities for innovation. Then, we move on to the formulation of objectives and hypotheses, where we clearly define what we aim to achieve and what outcomes we expect. This provides direction and focus for our research efforts. After that comes research design, where we plan the methods, select the tools, and establish a timeline to ensure our study is well-structured and feasible. Following the design, we enter data collection and experimentation. This is the phase where we gather data, run experiments, and test prototypes, turning our plans into tangible results. Once we have our data, we analyze and interpret it to evaluate the findings and draw meaningful conclusions. The next step is reporting and dissemination, where we publish our results, present papers, or file patents to share our discoveries with the broader community. Finally, we look at application or commercialization, transforming our research outcomes into practical technologies, products, or solutions that can make a real-world impact. Understanding these stages helps us see how each piece fits into a cohesive, systematic approach to innovation and development. Research ethics are fundamental to maintaining trust and credibility in our work. It ensures that all research is carried out with honesty, integrity, fairness, and respect for participants. When we talk about research ethics, we're really talking about doing the right thing throughout the entire research process. That means being honest in our data collection and analysis, respectful of the people involved, and responsible for the impact of our work. One of the most important concepts here is avoiding plagiarism and falsification. Plagiarism is taking someone else's work and passing it off as our own, which is dishonest and unethical. Falsification involves manipulating or fabricating data, which can seriously undermine the integrity of research. Both are serious breaches of ethical standards. Ultimately, practicing research ethics isn't just about following rules. It's about showing respect for the process, the participants, and the broader community. When we uphold these principles, we contribute to a trustworthy and responsible research environment that benefits everyone. Let's talk about a crucial ethical issue in research and publishing. Using someone else's work without proper acknowledgement is considered unethical. This is what we call plagiarism. It's important to always give credit where it's due to maintain integrity in our work. To support this, UGC has prepared an approved list of journals. This list helps ensure that the publications we refer to or publish in are credible and reputable, which is vital for maintaining the integrity of academic research. Additionally, in 2018, the establishment of CARE, the Consortium for Academic Research Ethics, marked a significant step forward. CARE's main goal is to promote ethical standards across the academic community. The key principles they emphasize are about fostering honesty, transparency, and responsibility in research. By adhering to these principles, we uphold the trustworthiness of our work and the broader academic environment. Overall, these measures and principles are all about ensuring that research remains ethical, credible, and respected in the global community. Now, let's take a look at the various funding sources available for R&D on the domestic front. We have key government agencies like the Department of Science and Technology, or DSD, and the Department of Biotechnology, DBT. These organizations play a crucial role in supporting research initiatives through grants and funding programs. In addition, there are prominent research councils such as CSIR, ICSSR, ICMR, and UGC, which provide specialized support across different fields of science, social sciences, health, and education. Beyond government, corporate R&D grants and CSR initiatives are also significant, as many companies invest in research to foster innovation and address societal challenges. Switching to international sources, we see organizations like the World Bank, UNESCO, and UNDP contributing funding, especially for projects aligned with global development goals. The European Research Council, or ERC, is a major player in funding cutting-edge research across Europe. Furthermore, programs like Horizon Europe, USAID, and others provide substantial support for international collaborations and innovative projects. Overall, understanding these diverse funding sources helps us appreciate the broad ecosystem that sustains research and development efforts worldwide. Let's begin by looking at the Research, Development, and Innovation, or RDI scheme. The total fund allocated for this initiative is a substantial 1 lakh crore rupees, which is equivalent to 1 trillion rupees. This amount is dedicated to supporting various research, development, and innovation activities across the country, and it is set to come into effect from July 1, 2025. Moving on, the Anusandhan National Research Foundation, or ANRF, is a key institution established by the Government of India in 2024. Its main role is to promote, fund, and coordinate research and innovation efforts across universities, colleges, research institutions, and even the private sector. Essentially, ANRF acts as a central body to ensure that different sectors work together to boost our country's research ecosystem. Next, we have the Atal Innovation Mission, or AIM, which was launched in 2016. Its goal is to foster a spirit of innovation and entrepreneurship. This includes initiatives like school-level tinkering labs and various incubators, which are designed to nurture young minds and help them turn ideas into reality. AIM plays a crucial role in building an innovation-driven culture from the ground up. Then there's the Uchhatar Avishkar Yojana, or UAY, introduced in 2015. This scheme emphasizes higher-level innovation and research, encouraging advanced projects that can lead to significant technological breakthroughs. We also have Imprint, launched in 2015 as well, which focuses on impacting research in technology. Its aim is to align research efforts with national development needs, ensuring that technological innovation translates into tangible benefits for society. In the Union budget for 2025-26, a dedicated allocation has been made for research, underscoring the government's ongoing commitment to this vital area. Finally, the Indian Council of Social Science Research, or ICSSR, has launched new initiatives in social science research. They are providing up to 3 crore per project for long-term longitudinal studies, up to 30 lakh for major women-led projects, and up to 15 lakh for smaller projects. These measures aim to strengthen social science research, which is essential for understanding societal dynamics and informing policy. Overall, these initiatives and allocations reflect a comprehensive strategy to boost research, innovation, and development across all sectors. aligning with our broader goal of building a knowledge-driven, innovative India. Now, let's look at some of the key global best practices in R&D first. Effectively managing geographically dispersed teams is essential. This involves fostering open communication and encouraging knowledge sharing across borders. By doing so, organizations can harness diverse perspectives and expertise, aligning R&D efforts more closely with overall business goals. Looking at specific examples, in the United States, collaboration between universities and industry, such as partnerships with MIT and Stanford, drives innovation and bridges academia with practical applications. In Japan, the culture of continuous improvement, known as Kaizen, helps maintain high standards and ongoing innovation within organizations. Germany demonstrates the strength of applied research through institutions like the Fraunhofer Institutes, which focus on turning research into market-ready solutions. South Korea benefits from strong government support and clear innovation policies, creating an environment conducive to technological advancement. India has launched initiatives like Atma Nirbhar Bharat and Make in India, aimed at fostering self-reliance and boosting domestic manufacturing capabilities. Bringing all these practices together, the common theme is strategic management, whether it's managing teams across continents, encouraging open communication, or aligning research efforts with broader business and national objectives. These strategies are vital for sustaining innovation in a globalized economy. No research without action, no action without research. This powerful phrase really captures the essence of what we've been discussing today. It highlights the interconnectedness between understanding and doing. Research provides us with the insights and knowledge we need to make informed decisions. But without taking action based on that research, those insights can't lead to real change. And on the flip side, action without research can be misguided or inefficient, possibly even counterproductive. So the key takeaway here is that progress depends on a continuous loop, research informing action, and action guiding further research. This cycle is what drives meaningful development and improvement in any field. It's a reminder that for any meaningful impact, we need to be both diligent researchers and proactive doers. Thank you all for your attention, and I hope this message inspires you to keep balancing inquiry with action in your work.